Good morning. It's a beautiful but cold morning for a run. 9 degrees Fahrenheit, -1 wind chill. Let's see how it works. Only February, March, April, 3 full months, a little more than that maybe, till the Pittsburgh half marathon. And yeah, running in Frick Park yesterday reminded me just how hilly Pittsburgh is. It's hilly here too, you know, but as a runner, you very regularly find like places where it's less hilly to run, ways to avoid some of the hills. Like I have some loops I do that don't hit the hardest hills, but I don't know. The half marathon course, it looks like it goes up into the hill district, which means it's not going to avoid those hills. So I got to make sure over the next 3 months to hit some hills, you know. Okay, so today I'm talking about what I'm eating. This morning I had overnight oats. I put them on last night. Basically just regular old-fashioned rolled oats with a bunch of fruit in it, some flaxseed. Fruits were like some raspberries. I had some fresh raspberries in the fridge. I threw in some frozen blueberries in there too. And that's it. Nice big bowl. Last night I had made in a slow cooker a black bean barley soup, slow cookered, and that was nice too. For lunch, since I was out of town, I stopped and grabbed Chipotle, had their veggie bowl. It's a little greasier than normal, right? Because they really put the grease on their on the peppers that they make. Lots of oil on that, so that was not necessarily good health food, but better than a lot of things I could have gotten. I mean, the closest thing to where I used to live and where I was at Arby's, so I don't think there's anything healthy at Arby's. Maybe there is, I don't know. I don't know their menu, so. But yeah, tell me in the comments, right? What's the best, question of the day, what's the best fast food option for if you're out of town for a little bit and have to grab something? Chipotle seemed to be the best option. There was a Panera Bread across the street from the Chipotle. But again, I'm allergic to wheat and yeast, so I try not to go there, even though they'll prepare some things carefully, just in case, right? If there's cross-contamination or something, I just want to be careful because my reaction, mostly stomach and throat stuff, is not fun. It's not deadly or anything, it's just not fun. It's very painful. Yeah, Yeah, and that's a wheat, yeast, and actually orange allergy. That's what I tested for when I did allergy tests. And the foods I stayed away from, and it solved my long-term problem with hives. Here we're coming up to Atherton Street. And crossing Atherton Street. Yeah, I don't have as much time for a long run today as I would have if I woke up earlier, but it was even colder earlier. The problem with, and I can't really do it after my son's swim lesson because this afternoon we're supposed to get even more wind, right? The wind is something like 4 or 5 miles per hour now. I don't remember exactly. I looked at it before, but it's going up to 10 or 15 miles an hour later. And sure, the weather will be a degree or 2 warmer, right? But that's, you know, that wind chill will be tough, and running in that much wind. Right now the wind's not that bad, right? I'm actually feeling fine. I've maybe even overdressed. Yeah, I put on multiple layers, but I can always unzip and delayer, loop back home if I want to take something off. It's not too bad. It doesn't feel as cold as the temperature is, if that makes sense. I don't know that it does. What do you think? Can you imagine if town was ever this small? Maybe this is before they put the outer neighborhoods into the same school though. Maybe they have different high schools. Like there was one out in Boalsburg maybe, or Port Matilda, or both. The biggest neighborhood's called the Highlands. It has big houses and lots of fraternity houses too. Olga, the fell runner, told me that my vlogs are like running with an old friend. Oh, I can't think of a nicer comment, right? I saw Trail Sage was talking about success on YouTube, and I don't think I'm necessarily successful on YouTube or anything, you know, but I think it was his first or second thing was to don't worry about it, right? Make the videos you like. And that's why I vlog, right? I run an equipment. It'd probably benefit me to put more equipment reviews on, right? I suspect, especially for shoes, heavier runners, right, would benefit from having more shoe reviews on that are set up for us. And then clothing, right, which clothes actually have sizes that fit us, because it's not all, you know, like this jacket, they don't make it this size anymore. This is a 2XL, and it works well over top of my Nike gilet today. Vest, and it's pretty nice. And then over that, it's over another sports one. I have 2 hats on today, and a little hood from one of my tech shirts has a hood, which is nice, and that kind of makes sure the ears are covered, lets some warmth percolate in there. Yeah, but I don't know. And my gloves are actually, they're work gloves. I don't know where I picked these up. Probably like Rural King or maybe Home Depot. They say Tenacious Ergodyne work gear. They're really good for running now, because when I need my fingers, I just pull them out, and then this little mitten just lets the warmth of the fingers percolate and gradually increase. So I don't know, it's nice. So probably, maybe I should talk about gear a little bit more. I don't know. Both sides just talk about my progress. And I'm progressing pretty well. Actually, now that I'm out, I could be out here much longer than I'm going to today. Maybe I'll do a second run later in the dark to get some miles in. Because during the work week, whenever I work, I can't get too much in, right? It's dark. Not a lot of fun. But I know it's better than not getting anything in. And it definitely makes me better, especially this time of year with all the seasonal affective disorder that's going on with me, right? Emotional roller coaster, you know? Getting that run in the morning, even in the dark, helps out. Though I am, and I kind of like to run at that parking lot I've been running at the last couple times. But yeah, I don't think the crows like it that much being woken up. Look at that big pink house. Fraternity house. So yeah, on the job front, I'm a little reticent to talk about it too much yet because I'm still waiting for board approval. But yeah, I'm really loving this job. I love the students. A lot of them had the same type of challenges I had growing up poor in a rural town. So I really connect to them. Even the students that have challenges, I kind of like them, There's, the ones that, really make teaching hard. I still like them personally, right? They're, dealing with some things. But, ultimately deep down there's good, right? There's that spark of God, right? That light that God has given each of us. We're meant to be here and we're meant to learn some stuff. And yeah, each of us are doing it. It's kind of nice. I'm not always perfect, right? Either. So I wish I could say I always react the best as a teacher to a student who's challenged me or something, right? I'm not perfect. But, I try and they try and it's nice. East Fairmont Park. Let's see, it looks like there's a little loop here. Maybe. Never been this park. It's very small. Got a little gazebo. Benches. It's a nice place for a summer lunch. Playground for the kids. Let's see. Oh, there's multiple ways to go on this path. This is one. Which ends at the swings. Nice. Water fountain, bike rack. This that ends of the road looks like going towards the university. So let's head on back. That's it. That's a cute little city park. Guess you can just sprint around this loop. Except for that one section right there with cement blocks. Okay, so a little over an hour run today. Felt good, not bad. The weather wasn't as bad as I thought it would, so I mean, it's still, you know, maybe it's up to 11 degrees now, but the wind's not as bad, which makes it a nice, comfortable, especially with all these layers, 11 degrees, if such a thing can exist. So I don't know if I'll run any extra later today. Probably not. Maybe I'll just stay at it tomorrow. Do just a little bit of speed work, maybe something short in the middle of a longer run. We'll see. Today I'm doing 20 fast, so a little bit faster, a little more interval for heart rate. So that was 750 yards by 25, so each of them were high intensity, a little more high intensity. A couple of freestyle in the middle, high speed sprints, 25s again, and then the rest was breaststroke. Works the body completely different than the running, so therefore is a great cross training.